Jai, and this is my lovely assistant Ingrid. And this is what you do. Today we are going to be making Kaiser Rolls, and we're making them because I'm going to be making hamburgers like those for buns, but also they're good for breakfast rolls in the morning or just general purpose rolls. So the way you make Kaiser Rolls is pretty basic. You start off with 3 cups of high gluten baker's flour. You have 1 egg, 1½ teaspoons of sugar, 1¼ teaspoons of salt, 3/4 of a cup of water, lukewarm water, and 1½ teaspoons of dry active yeast. And about 2 tablespoons of warm softened butter. Alright, so with that we're going to just mix it up by hand, get it all nice and soft, make sure it's all mixed up good into a ball, and then we're going to let it rise for 1 full hour. But it looks like I may have mismeasured my water. It seems like it's a little stiff and dry, and I can't quite get it all mixed up like the consistency that I like. So I'm just going to add a little bit more water. It doesn't take much more, and this might happen to you, so this is why we're going to include this. You really, go by feel, not the measurements that I give you. Okay, so we've got our Kaiser roll dough just perfect right now, and I worked a little bit, not too much, but it is going to be a bread, so a little bit of kneading is good for it. Right now it's got a good moisture content, and we want to keep that moisture content on the outside, so I'm just going to make another cloth towel wet and just cover it. With this covering, we're going to let it rise for 1 full hour. Okay, so it's been a little bit over an hour, and the kitchen was a little bit cool this afternoon. It's in the 60s, so it wasn't rising very well. So I put the whole dough ball in the oven, turned it on just for a little bit, watched the temperature start to go up, and then turned it right off. Didn't get over 105 in there, and it just sat there for another hour and started to rise a little bit. So now we're going to shape our Kaiser rolls. The dough, it's a lot looser now. Rise a little bit. Just kind of get into a long enough rope. I'm going to be cutting it into sections. Alright, now I like mine a little bit bigger, and so I'm going to make a hamburger bun size. So I'm only going to make 4. You can actually make 6 out of this recipe if you want. So, but 4 is an even number, so you just cut it in half first, and cut those in half. And you start making your ropes, having an actual rope that you make your roll out of. All right, so what you do is get it down there and you roll it. Try to smooth it out a little bit. All right, get it like that, and you just basically tie a knot in it. Knot in it. Wrap it around once, wrap it around again. See how that piece coming out, then you do the next one. Pull that in. There you go. You pinch the ends together. And I like to kind of roll it like this. Turn inside out so that the ends are on the inside, and there's your Kaiser roll. Okay, so we got our rolls formed. I'm just gonna put them on this tray. Just keep it handy here. And now I gotta cover them with some saran wrap just for about 45 minutes or so. Gonna have a little bit more time to rise now that they're in their form. Whenever you work the dough, you tend to kind of press the air out a little bit. So you want it to get nice and soft and puffy. Okay, so it's been about an hour. So we're going to baste them with some milk and put some poppy seeds on them. I've set the oven to 425 degrees and I'm preheating it now, and I'm gonna let it get to that temperature and then wait a half hour before we start baking these lovely rolls. I'm gonna put them in for about 15 to 17 minutes. Okay, they're ready. Here they are. So with the milk on them, it turned into a nice golden brown, and they're very light and soft. And when we let them cool a little bit, they'll just come right apart in our hands. And there you are.